Hello, Storm. We're just getting set up. Literally just started live stream. Hello, darn. How you doing today? What? There we go. Hey, Johnny. How you doing?
Alive.
Oh my God, you're loud.
How am I? Okay.
Well, relative to everything else on my desktop, you are loud.
I see.
I'll tweak you. You don't need to do nothing. That was a double negative. You don't need to do anything.
Okie dokie.
Say hi to the chat. You did not miss anything, Dark. We literally just started. I assume you're joking,
Cool.
but just in case.
Good morning, afternoon, evening, whenever and wherever you are.
Yeah, let's test. Okay, I think the volume should be good now. You are
Nice.
louder than the music. I am louder than the music. I think should be good. But yeah, for anyone who's just joining now, we're gonna get started in a few minutes. We want to wait for people to join first, since we just started the stream.
Yoink. There we go.
Did you say oink?
Yoink. Close enough.
All right. Johnny, were you able to get those rooms patched up on your end?
Yeah, they're fine.
And the bug is gone?
As far as I know at the moment, yeah.
Okay, good. So all
sure I can
spikes. I think those were meant to be vines, but they do kind of look like spikes of the concept. But yeah, no, that's good, Johnny.
No, actually.
Those aren't vines?
No, I didn't want to erase the line, or I couldn't erase the line.
Oh.
With a pen, so I just scribbled it out.
Oh, I thought it was like a vine or a ladder or something, because I think... yeah, there's a ladder here, even though I don't have the tile for it. I figured that's what that was supposed to be, but I get you. You put it in the wrong place, and then you had to correct. Hello, platformer. How you doing?
I tried and I failed.
I have this brand of pens that has an eraser on it.
Ooh.
They're pretty good. I've been using them since college.
Nice.
Yeah. Alright, so I need to remake this structure. Let's hop to it then. What is my volume? Why is my volume at 80? Jeez. Okay. Say something real quick, Johnny.
Something.
Okay, I think we're still good. Alright.
Damn.
What's up?
There's this really stupid poker game that I've been messing with.
You're gambling?
No, it's not. It's a roguelike.
Oh,
It's not actually poker.
Oh, are you talking about the buckshot roulette thing?
Cool. No.
Wait, I did that wrong.
It's called Balatro.
We are doing tiles today. Darn. I am not familiar with this game, Johnny. All right. Is it good?
It's a very interesting way of going about poker. It takes a lot of the roguelike elements, introduces the actual tarot cards, which technically are part of a deck of playing cards, into it. It's neat. There's a lot of good ideas here.
Curious. All right. Well, as long as you're having fun.
A little bit.
I've been lately playing this obscure indie game called Pal World. It's actually a lot of fun. Like, I'm gonna be serious. People are giving it a lot of hate, but it's actually a pretty, like, well-designed game as far as the gameplay is concerned.
Nice. I know you can start manufacturing weapons.
Oh yeah, I got up to flintlocks. No, it doesn't. Those claims about using AI are completely unsubstantiated. It's just stuff people made up on Twitter.
And also, the allegations of asset theft is also unfounded.
Yeah, there was somebody on it that was claiming that the proportions of their Mon and Pokemon are the same, but it turned out they just scaled them to match, so it was doctored.
Yep. And this is why you can't believe everything you see on Twitter.
Well, the internet in general, honestly.
Yeah, true.
I don't know. What are you fighting for?
Good question.
Bring this down a little bit. Yeah, I think when you first sketched this, I misinterpreted what these slants are. I thought like it was like I was looking at 2D, but I think this is just represents depth. It's going further away, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Which I am redoing those mistakes, I suppose, but I don't know, I think it kind of looks nice this way. MMX4 is a good game. And then I assume this, these 4 squares at the top, that's the bottom face.
Yes.
So the camera's looking upwards. being the underside, I suppose.
Which may be a tad illegal.
Yeah, when the floors are going downwards. But I mean, to be fair, you look at Zero and ZX, they tend to be very inconsistent about perspective between assets.
Yeah.
I mean, when you think about it, you know, your playable character is always, it's just a front angle. Just perfectly front. And no matter, you know, the angle of the floor they're on, they are just a cardboard box looking straight at the camera. Or cardboard cutout, I should say. Yeah, we are using 3D as a basis for building the tiles. So it's gonna start 3D and then it's gonna become 2D. Yo hablo español. So this would be like the top, and oh yeah, the bevel. Do this as well. I think I see what I need to change here. So we have that, and technically this top part is a separate asset, it wouldn't even be needed. And probably I should make this less depth. It feels weird that it goes this far out. Whoops. Oh, did I forget to highlight something? What? Oh. Okay, that's too thin. Probably 1 square wide. So all in all, the map stuff's going well, Johnny?
Yeah.
Good. Good. Thank you, Hyde. Very much appreciated.
Arigato.
Mr. Roboto.
Yes, sir.
Let's see. Alright. Whoops. It doesn't like a bevel here? Alright, fine. Have it your way. Okay. Dang. Alright. Alright, now to... I think the way we had it, the elevator shaft was kind of rectangular. not really that rounded. So, in effect, it's really just a wall.
More or less. Well, there could be some shape to it.
I could bevel it out, maybe give it a few sides. I don't want it to be a full-on cylinder, to be honest, because it's going to make it a bit difficult for it to blend in with the floors and the walls as it kind of transitions. But yeah, kinda. Whoops. What the? Nope. Do that. Okay, yeah, this is not lining up right. That's my fault. We want to go here. Bring this back. Bring that back. Although, no, this would be the space of the back wall. Where can you find that Wonder Panorama remix? It's not public. It's something that we made during the course of the game's development as a test. Alright, so hypothetically, actually, let me bring this down a bit so it lines up. Yeah. So you would have the elevator here, then you would have the shaft, although there's not... This feels very cramped for an elevator. Would an elevator even fit in here? Maybe I gotta bring it back a little bit. I need a mock-up for the elevator to really size it up, but forgetting about that for a second. Let's assume this is the floor, right? So let's use this as a stand-in for this. Let's mock this up. Whoops, bring that up to 8. Kinda fit a little bit. This one does extend quite a bit into the yeah, like this. And you can see the wall of the elevator shaft, so I'm gonna extend that out. And this one needs to be moved a little bit to match up. When you say elevator, meaning from Jacob Orville, because about space. Yeah, understandable. I like to think of just a long climb in 0-1 when you're going up to like Copy X. Let's see. We also shift both of these back. Because hypothetically, if there was a 0, he'd be here. Right, he'd be standing here. You have this piece over here. And then pretend there's a... That music is loud. Pretend there... Let me put in a stand-in for the elevator. It'll be easier to visualize how this should work. Let me actually spawn in 0. Yeah, okay, there we go. So you're here. You're standing approximately here. You want to get on the elevator. Elevator. Yes. Would be... Just say like this. In fact, I will extend this down a little bit. So I'm 0, here I go down. Makes sense. Take that. Yeah, something like that. Well, actually. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, okay, that's a little better. Although now we got some Z-fighting. That's always fun. Alright, so I'm just gonna very slightly move this back. There we go. I have not tried the Ends edition, but if it is fixing a lot of X7's problems, that's good.
It can't completely fix the stage design, but the controls are a lot better.
That's good. Does it let you play as X from the start?
I believe so.
Okay, good. That is good.
Correcting the mistakes of the past.
Sounds like a certain something. What are you? Who are you, Void Valkyrie?
Maybe. Once upon a time.
I won't judge. Alright, this part's gonna be interesting. Start with a cylinder. Yes, I do, Titan. It's this is how we make tiles now. Oh, nice. Personally, I prefer more like hidden in shadows in terms of moodiness. Purple Madness is good too. But yeah, I digress. So this is kind of cylindrical, but let's go in. I think it goes a bit inwards now. Ooh, no, don't do that. Oh. Just a nice light bevel. Set that, and let's bring it in. That is your platform for the teleporter. Blender for smoothies. Yeah, I used to use a lot of Autodesk Maya years ago before Blender became as good as it is now. I do have some, like, experience with 3D. Alright, So that goes in. There's a lot of wires hanging from it. I'm gonna use the one from 03 also as a reference because that one had some pretty good geometry. So I'm gonna pull that up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because they had it like this, you know, nice round, and then it goes in, and you don't really know what's below, so I think Sculpin wanted a bunch of wires, and we could definitely do something like that, although I still need to practice my cylinders for my wires and cables and stuff. But, do something like this for now. And should I bevel this? That doesn't hurt. Yeah. So do you use Blender for planning the stage? Sort of. It depends. So we have a lot of like sketches of what we want out of a level. Sometimes I like to sketch things on graph paper, although like this particular example, Johnny did it, but stuff like this, right? Just getting a rough design out. And then you can just take that and kind of put it to 3D. But like in terms of the actual process, which I'm not really showing right now because I haven't gotten to the point yet, but if I pull up like another level, for example, give me a sec actually. Yeah, basically what we do, Titan, is we render out like these 3D renders and downscale it until it's tile resolution, and then we just paint over it until we get what we want. But yeah, like this, for example. Thank you. It helps a lot, honestly, especially when you have to like think about shading and perspective, doing that in your head versus having like a 3D reference. It's a lot easier with 3D. Yeah. I'm gonna scale this up as well because I feel like this would be a very small teleporter pad. Granted, it can always be tweaked. Let's just do that. Yeah, that works. A giant pan? It could be. The teleporter pad just wrote 0 alive. Alright, so I want to do this monitor as well. So let's grab that. And do our best. It's inherently rectangular, right? So we can just this. Though he liked to make it kind of curved. So let's bevel this. Where do you find your music for the streams? It's just stuff that's either from our game or stuff that was made during the course of the game but isn't necessarily in the game. This'll let you warp to the final stage. let's put a nice bevel on this. Oh, wait, what? Hold on, I gotta segment it. It does not look like a monitor. Oh god. Maybe like this? I mean, he was very consistent with the curves, but... Probably. You know what? Let me do a Boolean operation on this, actually. I got an idea. Is that working? There we go. Yes. All right. Something like this, maybe. Not really. Yeah, I could overlay this, but it's already kind of a really rough sketch anyway, so it's more just for reference than like directly tracing over. If that makes sense.
You do.
Whoops. Wait, hold on. What the? Oh, does it not show up in the orthographic view? That's weird. Okay. Alright. I am going to apply this Boolean operation. These. So, and bevel them just a little bit. Okay, so hypothetically, this is your monitor where you get your missions. Although I don't like the proportion, so let me scale this a little bit horizontally. Yeah, more like that. Okay, this would be connected to some wires, and then there is a rectangular structure up here, and then above that is where the director is, given your missions, and the operators, and all of that. So, let me, actually, let me finish this floor. I want to do, this bit as well. I want to kind of mock up the whole room. So, call this monitor. That teleporter. Alright, take care, dude. Have a good rest. Okay. But let me actually want to move these a little bit further away so I don't get in the way of this stuff. Okay. Let's bring that out. These would be a little bit more like this. Let's bring this down so it's level with the pad, kind of like that. And then I think there are little grooves in this floor, so let's make those. That. in. Maybe a little bit more. Something like that. And then I'll do a few more of those. Tito composes tracks in Blender. Oh, that is a weird thought. Yes, all dubstep is composed in Blender. Yes, like that.
Would be ridiculous.
Exactly, my dear friend. Let's bevel this out a bit. How was it in 02? It was a very thin thing and a very specific perspective, highlights, and then a little structure here that couples the teleporter to the floor. I should probably put a railing as well. I feel like Zero's gonna slip and fall. I mean, you know I'm right. I mean, dude,
yeah, he might.
Osha's gonna just shut this whole operation down if I don't.
Someone pours water all over the walkway.
I think you mean Herondel.
Yes, he spilled it all. It was his go-go juice.
Yeah, he spilled his orange juice everywhere.
His OJ.
Yes. And it's thirsty. But yeah, I should probably put couplers and then a railing. Yeah. Let's start with the railing. I feel like that's gonna be straightforward. Just need a cylinder. Bring that to the right size. How's your project going, Titan, by the way? Come on, Blender. Blender. Nope. Didn't the resist space architecture thought anyone would fall on that thing? It's funny because they have railings over here, but not here. I don't get it. Oh, you finally got it done. Nice, dude. Congrats.
Pew.
Alright. Bring that down a bit. And... yeah, I guess just imagine it. I guess I can just imagine this railing as a bunch of steel bar stock welded together, or steel piping. I mean, that's basically what they do IRL, I think. So, I mean, since it is just cylinders, this might be kind of straightforward. Alright, let me... come on. Nope. I always forget which axis is which. And go. Oh my god. Come on, there we go. You just switched export with this forward kernel didn't die in one hit. I'm surprised you remember that video. Alright, and instead of duplicating this piece a bunch, what I could do instead is use an array modifier. That lets me just make a bunch of them. Say 2 per. Let's do. There's your railing. Although feel like I could do a bit more with this. Let me add some grooves into the rails. Instead of going inwards, actually, let's go outwards. Let's put some rings. I guess that would help avoiding slipping if you're holding onto the rail. It would also probably catch your hand and be a little painful, but hey, this is the future.
Put spikes on it.
You know, I know you're joking, but... Please hold.
Processing request.
The great thing about spikes is it's just a cone.
True.
So if Hirondle was the one that made the floor wet, who put the spikes on the rails? Whose prank was this?
Perhaps if you grab it, you're just weak. It's your fault.
Who do you think it was intended for?
This is probably for Hirondelle.
Oh. Oh, I did it wrong. Shoot, hold on. It's Pap's revenge because she slipped.
Oh, you know what? That makes sense. This has happened before. This isn't the first time.
Yes. Now, did Hirondelle explode upon touching it? That's the question. Or did he just spawn a second wheelchair?
4 wheels. Let's go.
Ooh. There you go. There's your spiked railing.
Beautiful.
Kind of reminds me of a Serpent's Model W form with the horn.
I could see that.
But yeah, no. 6 level designers. Oh, if only. If only.
I do love my spikes.
Alright, so we got a railing, although, actually, I'm gonna bevel the end real quick. I love my bevels. You see, now the end's a spike of its own. There we go. It's like a nicely chamfered dowel pin. And let me... Oh, keep on. I get 2 legs. I'm gonna adjust the size of the this bottom here a bit. I kind of want it to be in line with the round bit of the teleporter pad. And then after that, I gotta make the coupler.
A reverse round.
I'm sorry?
An inverted round? Yeah, something like that.
Did I say inverted round?
No, you said match the round.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, I just kind of want everything to be lined up, otherwise my OCD is gonna murder me.
Wire.
Yeah, something like that. Okay. So, also I could just bring this out. So, maybe just ever so slightly. Yeah. All right, couple of times. So it's kind of a triangular shape they do. I'm not sure what they use as reference for this. I'm sure there's a real life equivalent. Which actually reminds me, I was at Harbor Freight earlier today, and I was in their welding section, and they had these like nozzles that looked like something out of Mega Man Zero. I was like, should I buy this just as 3D modeling reference?
Did you?
No.
Oh.
It was like $3 too. Should have taken a picture at least. I did.
Should have, definitely.
Well, I could always go back there.
True, true.
Alright. Let's make us a coupler. Upscale it down a little bit. And the one in the zero 02 has kind of a, what's the word? A cut for where that coupler connects. So maybe I should do something similar. Just a little incision. Come on. Does it not let me? Let me select the whole loop. I'll just select them manually. Sure, there's a hotkey. I just don't know it. Yeah, kind of like this. So we have that, and then hold Alt to left edges. Yeah, I know you can do like an edge loop just like that. I'm trying to select the faces, but it selects like the vertical ones instead of the horizontal ones. Although, actually, I guess if I do this and then I switch to face mode, does it? Hold on. No, never mind. You have to be in face mode. Right, so. That. Oh, you mean literally click on the edges while you're in face mode. Oh, neat. Alright, thank you, sir. Okay, let's get this coupler in that wedge, and let me size this so it actually fits in the hole. Try to avoid clipping if we can help it. Let me actually make an accompanying pole on this railing. But only really here, I think. Yeah, I think that'll suffice. And then you kind of imagine that these two are interfacing. Maybe there are some bolts in there that are coupling these two. You can't see it, so it's just kind of a use your imagination thing. Although now I'm seeing that these two don't line up, so let me get through that. Let me get here. And let's, yes. Let me say this so it actually fits in the hole. Oh god. That was not on purpose, I swear.
FMP is something I recall seeing on Toonami, but I don't think I've ever watched it.
Full Metal Panic. I've never heard of that. I only really... That makes me think of Full Metal Alchemist, but that's very different.
Just a little bit.
Oops. Maybe something like that. Hey, you heard of that new game that's new?
Which one? There's at least 1,000.
Alright, I think this is good enough. Oh, okay. Let's stick out a little more. It's kind of implied to go there, right? Whatever. Can you change the music now? No, you are gonna hear Raw solo. Alright, so railing, floor, pad, monitor, and if we look back at our reference, if I recall correctly, there's like a full-on wall and a back, and it's not just a void. So let me make the walls. DK Jungle Climb OST. I don't have that on hand. I don't think that's Mega Man.
DK is a great game, though.
Sure.
Game series.
DK doesn't have raw solo, therefore it cannot be played. Alright. I'm just memeing, but in any case. And you know what, actually, make one tweak to this. I'm gonna use the mirror modifier to get me some symmetry. I don't know how to respond to that noise, but okay.
Zawarudo.
No, thank you.
Oh, okay.
Oh, look, it's your favorite Sati. Alright, so hypothetically, this would be the wall of this command room. You could imagine this railing is longer, it goes a full length of it, although I kind of want to center things, otherwise my OCD is going to murder me. So, let me try to select everything. Bring it roughly center. Roughly here, yeah. Okay. Got the monitor, and then there's kind of a half ceiling here, but it doesn't block Zero's ability to see the people up here. So let's add that. So will we be teleported to the stage, or will we have to walk there? You will have to walk there the first time, and then you unlock a teleporter. If you get to that area quickly. Alright, let's extend this out. And if I understand Sculpin's sketch here correctly, we are seeing the bottom face of this little piece here. Even though technically, if you're looking at the floor here, it is you're looking down, but that's okay. So you can see the wires connecting to this bottom face, and then I will just bevel this to give it something a little more interesting to look at, honestly. Now, I assume that, like a flat screen TV, this monitor is wired to the back wall. So, I'm gonna move it back just a little bit. It's a bit hard to tell. Yeah, something like that. Can you play Fortnite in that screen? No.
Can play Doom.
Can you play Doom? No.
No.
He's playing that new game, yes. Which one? All of them. So you have here, and then this would be where... Oh, okay, so this is the floor, and if there are people standing over here and you're not seeing like their full bodies, their legs are down here, which would imply that this bit is hollow. Right, so that's... I know there's a term for this, but it's not coming to me. But what stand-ins for the people? Upper collection. Can Reploids run Doom? Probably. But did Doom survive the war? That's the question you should ask. Is there a capsule type?
There's a Dream Doom.
If not, I could just make it with a cylinder. Yeah. Let's grab a freaking cylinder. gonna make this into a more of a capsule shape. Oh my god. Oh, hold on. Yeah, more like that. That's a guy. That's an operator. I will call him Operator A. I will make a copy. Operator B. They're doing operator things. I need 2 more at the other side of the room. They're looking down at Zero, judgmentally.
What did he do?
They're like, you got a D rank on the last mission? Geez, what are we paying you for? And then Zero's like, you don't pay me anything.
True.
We pay you an exposure, Zero. It's your game. Your name's in it. Then why don't I get royalties?
The royalty is the cloak you get put on.
Resistance out of budget. They replace their operator with cylinders. And then there's this center platform with the director at the top. So I need to make that. It's a little hard to imagine this structure just from the sketch, to be honest, but I will.
2
Is
half
it round?
circles.
It's a
Yes.
ring shape, but with like the front cut out.
And the back.
Is it the well? Okay, actually, hold on, because it's you're looking up, and his feet are on this upper line. So he's on the edge. He's standing on top of the ring.
Yes. It's pill shaped. But it's like those, those foot sizer things that have the edges up, but the center is out. It's like that, but it's foot shaped. And
I
then
have
there's
no
stairs
idea what
in
you're
front
talking about.
of it. You haven't gotten your foot size measured?
Not in a very long
Yep.
time.
Okay. Well, foot shaped. I mean, it's pill shaped.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Elongated oval.
Okay. I could use a Taurus, but I need something that's a little more flat, I think. I'm gonna use a cylinder and then just hollow it out, actually. Oh, I love this song. Man's walking around with different size shoes. I hope not. I hope not, dude. Alright. That I did not do that right. When in doubt, Boolean operation, I guess.
Fair. I'm sure he has the correct size shoes.
Yeah, no, I think I'm fine. That is not centered board at all. Oh god. This looks like some things I've drilled in real life. I need a lathe, man.
One day.
One day. Think that's center enough. Ah, yes, Sonic. Final boss.
Gotta go fast.
How did you come to learn Blender anyway? A lot of YouTube tutorials. Just a lot of look it up. How to do things in Blender. In fact, there is one YouTube channel I will personally recommend that's really good. It is called Artisans of Val, V-A-U-L. Would highly recommend if anyone's interested in learning Blender to look them up. Nice title. Alright, so let's make that incision. Good for you, Dara. Good for you. What? Nope. Come on. In fact, let me actually just type in the name of that channel in the chat, just for people. Alright, so I think I need to bring the wall back because there's not enough space. Yep, you're welcome. Let me bring the wall up. Alright. I'm not gonna take that out of context, sir. But you probably are. Look, we'll just make it bigger. See? Fits right in.
Perfect.
Alright. Alright, okay. Do, 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 do. The one that plays at 200 BPM, I forgot where I put that one. I'll be honest, I forgot where the file for that is. Or what I even named it. amuseum.mp3. You know what?
A museum.
That's what I named it, apparently. There you go. How do you stream your music? I use a program called MusicBee. Honestly, though, I do need to find something better because it doesn't do a good job of normalizing the volume between tracks. I have to constantly tweak the volume. So yeah. Alright, let's put the director up here.
Director Walker.
Why don't you just play stuff off of YouTube? Because then I'd have to upload a lot of stuff onto YouTube first. A lot of the stuff in this playlist is not stuff that has been added to our channel yet.
Plus bandwidth is a thing.
That's it. I mean, it's ultimately our music. It's not going to give us copyright strikes, but still, it is a lot of MP3s to upload. Alright, so we got, my god, that is not a good, like, I'm imagining his perspective. Like, is he even gonna see zero from here? I gotta bring this more forward.
You also made it very thin.
Which part? Well, okay, yeah, the inner diameter of the pipe.
Well, it stretches out, but yeah, kinda.
That should help. No, not you. Just talking to myself. That is not the comparison I wanted to hear. No, but for real, that guy could. This is. First, you have issues of like falling off the railing or falling off the, falling to the void, and now you're just standing on this like platform, and you can just very easily just trip and fall and sprain your ankle. I mean, this Maverick Hunting HQ is not OSHA compliant, people. We're gonna get sued.
Only a little bit.
But okay, if it's his perspective and he's looking down, the dude can, I don't even think the dude can see zero from here. Like, seriously.
It's very high up.
Why is he being such a show-off?
If you push it further back, it makes more sense.
Push the platform further back?
Yeah, push the platform all the way behind the screen, and make the screen where the wall is, the front of where that wall is right there.
So when you say push back the platform, referring to the thing that the operators are standing on?
The operators and the thingamajig thing, the whole thing.
Gotcha. They need OSHA as a Maverick. That's one way to fix your problems.
Defund OSHA.
Oh no. Okay. Alright, so let me make a stand-in for zero as well. Hold on. Oh my god, he's so big compared to this actual platform. Oh no. The dude can barely fit. Okay, I'm zero. I'm standing here. I can see the monitor. I look up. I can't really see the operators or the director.
Okay,
I could billboard zero. It's not gonna give a good feel for size though, since it's in the Z axis. Sorry, what's up, Johnny?
You could bring him down
Bring what down?
the platform.
Okay. Still kind of okay. I need to make his platform. I need to make the director's platform less tall. I think that's part of the issue.
Well, he also needs stairs.
Well, here's a question: how do you get up here?
Stairs.
Where?
Well, we know there's stairs in front. Maybe there's stairs behind the platform too, and they all just kind of come out.
Maybe.
Question.
Sorry, you said question?
I said it's a good question.
Ah. By wall climbing, yes. That would be very on brand for Mega Man. But not like while jumping. No, he just climbs the walls like Spider-Man. I mean, okay, so you got an upwards angle. I'm Zero. I'm here. I'm looking at this. I need to make the monitor bigger, to be honest. It's too small. Hold on. This is a big flat screen TV. They couldn't afford to pay the operators because they bought such a good TV. I'm Zero. I am looking at this beautiful monitor, which I'm actually going to bring back a little further.
Fun abuse.
Yep. A tale as old as time. I'm Zero. I'm looking at this monitor. It's a good view. I look up. What do I see? How does that compare? Alright, I'm Zero. Come on, or go up. These guys have their heads sticking out. You might see their hands. They're tapping on keyboards. There would be monitors, which honestly, I might just grab stuff from ZX for that. Not everything has to be from scratch. Do the uppers play power and all the screens zeros in around? Maybe. So, director's standing there. I need to. Whoops. I need to make this hole bigger. Hold on. Let me do a Boolean operation on this. Thank you, Darn. I had no idea. There we go. That's a nice clean cut. I'm Zero. I look up. What do I see? Guys doing their things on the computer, and the director looking a little high and mighty.
Both have a crink in their neck. One looking down, one looking up.
Probably. I mean, actually, good point. He's a little too far off to the left. Let's fix that. Think this is a little better. Let me also take the opportunity to bevel this part a little bit. Makes it a little more interesting looking. All right. Did the stream die?
No,
Oh.
it's your internet, darn. Your ISP is fighting you. They don't want you to know.
Alright. Okay, good. YouTube can sometimes be a real pain about that. Okay, I think this covers the room pretty well. It's more or less what I wanted. Alright, what else do we need? Oh yes, Servo's room. How could I forget?
Who?
Balelu Lelo?
Oh, okay. He's infected, chat.
You ever have anything in particular in mind as far as what's in the man's room, Johnny?
Yeah. Documents, schematics, old weapons, pin boards.
Pin boards, ooh.
Racks.
Is it like darts where he just throws it at people's heads that he hates?
not that kind of pin board. No, like pogo pins, you know?
I'm not familiar with the concept. Please hold on, I gotta Google this for real. I better be making a joke.
Right.
Pogo
They're
pin.
usually... Well, you gotta put pin board. They're like pogo pins.
Pin board.
You see them in garages a lot.
Oh,
They're usually beige.
Oh, you mean those like holding tools?
Yeah.
So Googling it did not. It brought me some weird circuit board thing, but I know what you're talking about because I've seen it. I would love to have one where I live, but can't do that in an apartment.
Well, you could.
I'd get in trouble
By having a pin board?
by drilling a bunch of holes in the wall.
Oh, I mean, that's fair, but you could put feet on it. And
Excuse
use
me?
leverage to keep it up.
Excuse me?
Yeah. Yeah.
You want me to support the board with my feet?
No, not with your feet. You take two L-shaped steel stock and apply it to the back of the board, and with the L shape going forward. That way, anything you hang on it tries to move, bring the thing down forward, but the L stock is there preventing it using leverage.
Isn't it still potentially a lot of weight?
It depends on how much you put on there. I mean,
You have no idea how many tools I own.
let's assume you stay below 200 pounds. You should be fine.
Okay, that's fair. Okay, so I need to think about what the wall in Servo's room would even look like. Because, usually with walls in these games, they have some kind of fancy design. So, like, for example, I did this little 45-degree type shape here. But I want something unique in Servo's room, so it's special. I'm gonna look at... Also, funnily enough, if you look at Servo's room in 02, let me see. I believe it is... Okay, so technically there's another one, but it looks like this. It looks like in the background he has some kind of CNC equipment. To some kind of CNC welder, I think.
It looks like a pick and place machine for circuit boards.
That makes a lot of sense. Okay.
And he has a few centrifuges, I guess. Some vials.
Yeah. Centrifuges, vials, a random brick crate thing. Does he sleep in this weird bed that Zero woke up in? Did Zero awaken in Servo's bed? That is a weird way to word things, but bear with me.
Perhaps.
Well, I don't think Servo will mind. Okay, so a couple things I'm thinking about right now. Because usually when you have a special room, the depth is greater than normal. So like you had done, for example, I don't know if you remember, but you had done this sketch. I don't remember, I think it was just a generic resistance or telos room, but you can see how it kind of goes to the background. There's a lot of detail in the back. I'm trying to think about doing something similar for Servo. So I have not seen your updated Telos HQ. I don't know how far you've gone with it, Johnny. But what I would ask is how similar is the layout of Servo's room compared to the current version?
It's 3x3 instead.
3x3?
Yeah, so there's a slight hallway in the beginning, there's the elevator, and then there's 2 rooms below hand. His private room at the very bottom, and then the second room for the lab.
So, I would definitely need to see it to better understand, but, the place he goes to sleep is right next to his lab.
Right below it, but yeah.
Okay, so really there's 2 backgrounds here. There's one for the lab, and there's one for his bedroom. And then you have an elevator shaft, and you have this hallway, which... What is the point of the hallway, to be honest? I was a little confused with, like, the original, what its purpose was.
Storage. Data, equipment, rations, gear, anything he's manufacturing, all that kind of stuff.
Okay, do me a favor. Can you just send me a screenshot of the current... the layout you have?
Partially. Give me a second.
That would be appreciated, sir.
I have to cheat a little bit. How am I gonna do this?
It could literally just be a screenshot of the editor, you just zoom out. Or multiple screenshots if you need to, do it in pieces.
Well, I mean, I don't have... Yeah, it's a separate machine. But hold on.
Wait, you can't open up the editor right now?
No, it's a separate machine. I can't screenshot and share it to Discord from 2 different... I'm gonna have to get a flash drive and...
Oh, that's interesting. Okay. All right. No rush. I think I'll get a camera set up while you do that. Camera.
Okie dokie.
Oh, thank you.
Sickness.
So I don't know how much time we'll have to show the full process, but basically when we do want to put these in a game, what we do, we click render here, and oh god, I need to fix this up. But you take this render, you save it, you downscale it, and then you put that in the tile sheet, and then kind of paint over it. Let me get some of that set up while I can.
Put up.
It is not right. You are correct on that. Something is off. And I need to set the light source up properly as well. Let me turn off everything else for now. So it is literally just this wall. And does that... There's some... What am I looking at? What the hell?
Blender, I hope.
Oh, it might be the mirror modifier is it the... Ah, hold on. Yeah, so I had an array modifier here that I ended up not using, so I turned it off in the viewport, but I guess it was still on for the render.
Odd.
I think it should be... It's almost good. What is this stuff on the left? That shouldn't be there. There we go. There we go. So, there's two things I want out of a render like this. First, I need to consider what the angle of the camera is. You know, it's a 2D game, so, like, technically everything's orthographic, but if you look at how the games actually are, you know, different things are at different perspectives, and they want... They take liberties with that. And so I want to think to myself, okay, what angle do I want to see this asset at that kind of move the camera? And I think for this one, it's going to be front facing. I want a good view of kind of the insides here, but not so much the top and bottom face. So I think the way the camera's oriented right now is good. Let me tweak the lighting though. I usually like to just use an area light and just kind of shine it straight on. Sometimes at a bit of an angle, but usually just straight works for me. I gotta make sure it's not too bright, otherwise a lot of the details are gonna be lost. I think this should be fine. Though I suppose this works. Okay, so we render this out. In fact, I'm gonna... Nah, I'll keep the floor. It's fine. Save that out. I'm gonna save that into a renders folder. And what I usually like to do, two things. I render with transparency, because if you don't, then the background color tends to interfere with getting kind of like a clean cutout of the tile. And then I set the filter size to 0 so that you have very clean flats without any anti-aliasing or any kind of blur. So I rendered that out, and now I can, if I can find it, Take this, and really here I only want this left side, although actually I could take this right side, and I also do kind of want this part where it goes into the background, because we're going to use that. But, you know, with a 2D game, you can just flip the tiles. So, this left side, ultimately, not necessary. That being said, take it, you downscale it. How much gets downscaled kind of varies between tile to tile. It's a thing of, let's put it in the game and see if it feels too big or feels too small, and then just tweak till it feels just right. So let's try 10%. I usually use nearest neighbor because I don't want any kind of blurring from scaling filters. And you kind of see that a lot of the detail gets lost. And for that, you tend to want to refer back to the high-res one just so you know exactly what you want out of it. But with that being said, if I were to take this 10% one and just import it as is, just, let's say, throw it here. Kind of like this. What I could then do, and what I usually like to do, is just take a part of the map that is out of bounds and make a little test area to get a good feel for how everything looks. So you think this is how the Capcom devs divine their pixel art stuff? It's funny. I've been debating that with Johnny for a while. It's kind of a yes and no. I know during the PS1 era, like, not including X5 and X6, where they just outright use CGI, they love to sketch things out and then trace the sketches into pixel art. You see that a lot with Street Fighter, especially. But I have no doubt for like X4 they did the same thing. For the Zero games, there are a few examples where there's evidence that they very clearly use 3D reference, particularly for things that rotate. They have a very certain look to it. Yeah, it's fine if it's incomplete. This just helps me visualize. So, Zero starts at the top left here, Johnny?
Yeah.
Okay. And he goes down the hallway. There's an elevator. He goes down one floor. That's where Servo's lab is.
Yeah.
Goes down a second floor. That's where his bedroom is.
Yes.
And the first floor is his, like, storage unit, quote unquote.
Yep.
One question.
Where's
the vents?
Good point.
We need Zero to jump scare Servo. Remember.
Good point. Okay.
Just something to keep in mind for. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, let's...
The left side should be where the machine is for the stuff with the screen next to it.
Mm-hmm. So Zero and Servo, the lab is kind of at the left side of that second floor.
The middle part, with the left side being dedicated to all the hyperburst tutorial stuff and all that jazz.
And I'm assuming where those U shapes are, there's a door?
Yes.
Gotcha. Alright, thank you.
Okie dokie. I might make it... I might make it 4 screens wide, that way I have enough room between the different floors to add the vents.
Yeah. I was kind of... The way it's written in the script, he's dropping in front of Servo and freaking him out.
Mm-hmm.
Just if that helps.
I need to think about this.
Yeah, no worries.
Hmm.
Put a camera block here as well.
But do you want to build a snowman?
No, I want to ruin Servo's day.
Okay, die.
You say okay, die?
Bye.
Oh.
Close enough.
Uh-huh. This feels too small. I feel like this be a little bigger, so let me rescale this. Instead of 10%, let me try 12.5. See if that feels better. 2, 1. Is my thing broken out? Oh, wait. Okay, that's... This feels a little better. You know, I did kind of want to feel the depth as this bottom bit sticks out. And I'm not really feeling it right now. It's just represented by basically a single dark pixel. Couple things that could be done to fix that. I could extend this out, for one. I could also move the camera so that it's more of a downward angle. That's that. Did some of them. I think I'll extend it just a little bit. I think that's a little better. Yeah, now it's kind of a more defined top. Perfect. Okay. Oops. What is that? Oh, I see. It's fine. Hmm. How's the size of this look to you, Johnny?
The size of
The background piece here. Do you think it's appropriately sized compared to Zero?
it's hard to say unless you have
Omega beside?
yes, Omega.
Oh, I forgot the name of this. Was it this? Nope.
It looks like it's a little too low as well.
A little too. Oh yeah, because that kind of makes sense. Because if compared to the 3D one, like it does kind of look like this background wall is just touching the foreground piece. I might need to raise it a little bit up, I think is what you're saying, right?
Yeah.
Alright.
Maybe not that far.
Please don't. Not this much.
Yeah.
I'll break
Bring
it
to
down.
2, I think.
Okay. Better.
Or maybe 3.
I'm sorry?
Maybe 2.
2 or 3?
Let's see.
Wait, what happened to my... Oh. Let's say, what happened to my save and then I realized, oh wait, Omega stole it.
Yeah, 3. Have one line going across. The size seems fine, I think.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. Hmm. Some of these details kind of get lost in the downscale.
Yeah.
Either I need to widen this out or I need to just kind of do it by hand.
If you drop it into like paint or something, and then darken the image, and then delete the lighter parts of it, and then overlay it on top of it, you should get cleaner line art.
Yeah,
Effectively.
I've been thinking for a while of just like maybe using a shader in Blender to, you know, kind of do what you see in the tile art in the Zero games, just automate it. But yeah, no, I get you.
That's one direction.
That's a band.
That's true.
I mean, I could. I don't know how much of a difference that'll make. But yeah, it's worth a shot, yeah. Turn up ambient inclusion. And turn the distance up. Alright. I know how much you mean, but let's try 12 meters. Did that make a difference? I mean, honestly, I can't really tell. Maybe turn up more. The cavity setting. Give me a sec. Cavity, where is that? I mean, okay, that kind of creates a highlight on everything. I mean, not sure if this is what we're looking for. Because A, this doesn't affect the render. At least I don't think it does. And B, it's putting a highlight on everything and it's not going to quite fit with the way the light's supposed to be. But, nothing to worry about. I'm just going to widen this hole a little bit so that it shows up better in the downscale. Hold on, it's... Wait, no. That's not what I wanted. Yeah, there we go. That should show up a little better. No, what did I select? What am I? I'm definitely doing something wrong here, but okay. Yeah, it's not selecting these loops right, and then I think this thing is going inside some. Minus here. What the hell? These two not connected? Am I missing something here? I mean, I might need to patch up some of these vertices. That's alright. Not the, How did this happen in the first place? Okay. Easy fix. Alright, there we go. There we go. Alright. Actually... Are you ever going to play this sad theme? I don't understand the question. Are you asking if it's in the game?
I think they want to play it now.
It was playing earlier. That's the thing that confused me about the question. Are you... Oh, post. I misread post as play. I mean, yes. We have a upload schedule. That's... There's a lot of things in the queue at the moment. So it might be a while. Well, alright. So with all that done, I can make another render. Yeah, I get you now. I don't have a particular date for you. It will eventually be on the channel. It's just we have a upload schedule in place, and that particular track, it's gonna be a while. Alright, so let me try actually 15% instead of, I think I did 12.5 before. Or did I do the whole thing? Alright. I think this still works. It's gonna require a bit of cleanup, for sure. But alright, I do want to at least paint one tile tonight. So I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna switch back to Servo. Now, I think we mentioned this on streams before, but usually for colors, we just like to take from the official games. It tends to be a lot less of a hassle doing that than trying to find your own colors, and I'm generally not looking that great. Just being frank. So, in terms of what I can take from for this, the floor tiles you see here, they're not going to be replaced. These, I feel, already are in a pretty good state. And the colors here, you got some blues, you got some grays. Although now that I look at this, I need to clean up a bit of this. It's not quite correct, but it's another day. So if these are blues and grays, in terms of the background color, trying to think what would be a good level to borrow from. If you got any ideas, I'm open to it. Sorry?
Hunter base, GXA.
The one in the desert?
No, the hub.
Oh, the one you wake up in. That's great.
Yeah.
I can try that. I forgot what their colors were actually. Hold on.
Pretty muted.
'Cause wasn't there some like reds and pinks? I think the inside where you wake up and where there's the teleport and everything, you have rooms with grays and reds. That's what I'm seeing right now. And then there's an area you go underground, and that's more. Wait a minute. Hold on. Actually, before I say anything, I need to check something. Never mind. For a second, I thought they reused tiles for one part of ZX Advent, and I don't think they did. But what I was saying earlier is there's an underground section, and that is more dark purples and oranges, which I'm a bit rusty on color theory, but I don't know how well that would blend in with our blues. A lot of dark colors. I could try it. It might work, it might not. Let's find out. How long until the MMZ Direct is finished? As long as it takes, there's no official release date, and we are not going to rush this out. You know what? I'm gonna make this bottom part use the red. That looks close. Unfortunately, I do not speak Portuguese. Sorry.
Same.
Alright. You know what? Let me just. Oh boy, this is an old version of the theme. Darker color here. part goes inwards, so let's bring that out a little bit. What's up?
God damn, something odd. Just thinking.
Free nitro.
If it was just that, I'd just block him, report, and be done with it.
Scam that'll never die.
Unfortunately. Welcome to the internet.
I'm sorry?
Welcome to the internet.
Oh. Okay. I heard something very different.
Oh no.
Uh-huh.
Curious. Alright. You, anyone in chat care about Dragon Ball Z spoilers? For the manga?
Give them a minute.
Yep.
I'm gonna make the inside a different color. Maybe I'll take advantage of the red. Need a darker color for here. Good song.
Yeah.
Is there Dragon Ball related news? Is this what this is about, Johnny?
Adjacent. There was a leak for some of the panels in the manga.
Rieza's back for the 12th time.
I mean, he's already back, but
And he's fused with Broly.
Gee, that would be terrifying.
I mean,
Ultra buff Frieza version 2.
these days, if that's what they actually happened, I'd believe it.
Yeah, fair.
I've not heard anything from the chat. Therefore, I assume it's safe.
All right. They're bringing back Reddits.
That could go several ways.
He's The last panel of the leak shows Android 21 with a unconscious Raditz in a hibernation pod.
So, something to think about. Do you suppose they will make him go Super Saiyan in order to have him catch up with the other characters?
I assume so. They're gonna have to do something. That, or they're gonna go a different route to introduce a new type of Saiyan potential.
Now, if I recall correctly, Raditz is bald.
No. That's Nappa. Nappa's bald. Raditz is the one that looks
I was thinking of
Saiyan
Nappa
3.
this whole time.
That'd be great. Nappa.
I was just imagining Nappa go Super Saiyan and just a full head of hair just violently spawning from his head. Sprouting from his head.
Great. Nappa's still alive.
What?
Yeah.
In TFS? Yes.
No, in the actual series. The TFS put it there because it's a joke. But as far as canon's concerned, he's still alive.
When do we ever see him? When?
We never see him again with Dragon Balls. Everyone that was killed by Frieza's henchmen was brought back. Every single person. Which includes Nappa, because Vegeta killed him.
Does that include people that Frieza personally killed, though?
Vegeta got brought back, so yeah, it include Frieza's kills too.
Wouldn't that mean Prince Vegeta's or King Vegeta's alive as well? What about
I believe they said
Bardock? Is he alive too?
No, I think it has to do with the people that were on the planet at the time.
Which planet?
I don't think. I am brain dead right now.
Namek?
Yes, Namek.
But Nappa died on Earth.
Fair point.
I mean, it's hilarious to imagine Nappa's alive somewhere as a Hollywood director / producer.
But Yamcha died on Earth too.
Was he brought
and
back?
Yamcha got brought back.
Was he?
Yeah.
Did he though, or was it? Did they wish him back later?
And Chaozu got brought back.
It's been a long time since I watched Dragon Ball, like the real Dragon Ball, not TFS. So I don't remember, to be honest. But
they might have done a second wish, but I think it was just all of them, because I don't think they had multiple wishes at the time.
I mean, okay. It's a little odd.
What do you mean he wasn't? Yeah, Namek balls. I might be misremembering.
I think the last time I watched Dragon Ball, the full series was 2011.
Jeez.
It's been a while.
Chaozu's the mime kid.
Hmm.
So they brought back 3 people who died on Earth from Frieza's men. With the Namek balls. That should include Nappa. Despite him also being part of Frieza's men. He was still killed by a Frieza man.
Hypothetically, if Nappa ended his own life, would he be revived because he was killed by one of Frieza's men himself?
Technically, yes. That's the true way to get immortality.
Wake up. Wake up. Do you remember who you are?
Hmm.
Still kind of neat. Hopefully they don't ruin it.
Hopefully not, but they've seemed to pull back a lot. Tournament Power was really rough, but as far as the Ming is concerned, it's gotten better since then. So
I mean,
hopefully it goes well.
yeah, no, I mean, I can't speak for everybody. For myself, I thought Super was a disappointment. It made me appreciate GT. Okay, that's saying something.
Ouch.
It did.
There. They just... We had so much potential. And they burned through it really fast.
Them just doing the first few movies as the first few seasons, but doing it worse. I mean, did not leave a good first impression.
Yep.
Like, just honestly, this looks terrible.
Yeah. They, it hurt a lot.
Oh yeah. Yes, it did.
Hmm.
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 So far, not sure how I feel about these colors.
Very
Dark.
yeah. Not necessarily a bad thing, but it's very not flashy.
Eh. Alright, I'll be right back.
Don't get lost.
Don't tell me what to do.
Okay, fine. Jeez. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. Ba-da, ba-da. Ba-da-da-ba. Bum, bum, bum. Interesting. Back.
Yeah, I'm gonna brand these up. This is too dark. Is Maverick Hunter HQ just poorly lit? Or did they just feel like painting everything goth? Wait, no. And probably do the same for the reds. Gotta do some cleanup. Something's still missing though.
Tacos?
I have not had those in a very long time.
Damn. Why not? Tacos are great.
Yeah, but you have to buy them.
Or make them.
But you need supplies, which you have to buy.
Okay, that's true. That's true. Or you can grow them. Grow a cow. You have enough room, right?
No. Not yet.
Yeah, okay. Soon, right? Soon.
Soon, TM. Soon, TM.
Yay.
You know what? I think for in here, I'll just use a darker color overall. This is gonna be some trial and error, which it usually is the case for a lot of these tiles. You just keep on tweaking till you feel like it's in a good place. Oops. Now that is a terrible line. A little better. but-
Comedians win.
Did you say comedians win?
Yep.
I don't get it, but okay. Oh,
terrible
oh, that just clicked.
GG.
You know what? It's not faithful to the source material, but I'll just do it the slope like this. It's okay. Maybe I should do some of the shading on a separate layer. Yeah, let's try that actually. Guess that's a little cleaner. Okay. Yeah, I guess that works. Still not happy with the colors, but we'll figure it out.
I don't know.
Actually. Shading does help a little bit, though. So that's good. Okay. Let me turn off this. The highlights are in the wrong place. Oops. Let's clean that up. Okay. I think I want to transition between these two shades a little better. Can I just... That kind of helps. Oops. Hmm. That doesn't help. Yeah.
Hmm.
Actually, for here, I can maintain. Hello, Parser. How you doing? You know what? This doesn't look so bad now that there's actual shading and a little bit cleanup as well.
Confidence.
Did you say confidence?
Yes.
I am a little more confident with this, although some of these lines still need work. But yeah, I guess it's a difference between just working with flats and actually like seeing it all come together. Yeah. I have not seen Reploid Revo's open letter Capcom. What is it about? If you don't, if you have time.
I did listen to it.
Can you TLDR it for me, Johnny?
There is so much goodwill you had with the community, but you destroyed it by how you've been neglecting it for the past however many years. I would prefer if you just tell us you weren't going to make another game instead of just stringing us along.
Mm-hmm.
Here's some ideas that you could do to actually do something with the franchise. Stop focusing about whether or not it's going to be successful, because we just want something and we will buy it.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much.
Interesting. Okay. Good to know. I mean, I don't... Was it ever not obvious that Capcom just doesn't want to do a whole lot with Mega Man, though? I feel like that's just kind of the expectation at this point, no?
Yeah.
I like how the floor is just not there. I need a temp color. I'll sample from the foreground top, why not? Yeah, Johnny, when you started to talk about that, for a second I thought it was in reference to the DRM allegations.
Oh.
Or the anti-cheat or whatever that was going on.
I mean, there should have been some talk about that, but that's not. He was.
That was not the focus. Yeah, I understand. That's fine. I'm not complaining. Just that's where my brain went when you started talking.
Fair enough.
For some reason, these tiles are making my brain go to 0-2, even though we sampled colors from ZX Advent.
Odd.
Something about the shading. It's hard to put my finger on it. Regardless, good to know. I've said this many times before on live stream, but I feel that Capcom just doesn't take Mega Man as seriously as it does with its other franchises. They don't want to invest a whole lot of money into Mega Man. They see it as too much of a risk.
Yeah.
It's whatever. It's their choice at the end of the day. The thing I appreciate is they're not just, trigger happy. Just, I'm glad that they leave fan projects alone. They allow fans to fill that gap.
Yeah. I hope it stays that way.
Please don't jinx it.
Fair.
Alright, this is luck. His argument was that they probably think it won't make enough money, but in order for it to make them money, they have to make projects for it in the first place. Well, that's what he was mainly saying.
Yeah, pretty much. Don't let it rot. Actually release something.
I mean, they've been releasing collections. And I appreciate those collections, you know? They
I
are
appreciate the idea.
I'm sorry?
I said I appreciate the idea of the collections.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them a little odd in execution.
Mm-hmm.
Extreme 1 and 2. Why?
You mean, why did
Why?
we get it?
Yeah.
Were those all that popular? Just...
No, but they have like a very important plot significance and actually set up X4 properly.
Yeah, I guess. Well... it's better than nothing.
Yeah.
Though, now I'm starting to sound like a certain somebody.
Better late than never.
Hush. But yeah. Well, good to know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I gotta click these lines. That does not look right. Well, somebody just said the solid part out loud. Let me anti-alias these jaggies. Yeah. Is this the drum track? It's the drum track. Okay, why not?
I think I'm gonna make a burrito.
Oh, have fun.
I mean, I suppose I'll have a delicious nourishment.
If only we all could.
I mean, you could have burritos if you wanted to, but
I'd have to buy them though.
or make them.
I have to buy the supplies to make them.
Yes. Okay, consider this.
Yes,
Consider this. Beef can become hamburgers.
correct.
Beef can become soup. Beef can become burrito. Lettuce can become hamburger. Lettuce can become burrito. Lettuce can become salad. Tomato can become hamburger. Tomato can become soup. Tomato can become burrito.
Wow. You love your burrito
Yeah.
so much, just why don't you marry it?
I would if I could, but it's illegal.
Didn't somebody marry like a pillow?
Someone married Hatsune Miku.
In the United States?
No, not in the United States. I don't think you can in the United States. That was
What-
a
what was
Japan
this?
thing.
Oh. Well, can't say I'm surprised.
Yeah, fair. I guarantee you, now this is a dark dystopian concept. I guarantee you, someone in Japan is going to marry an AI.
That is, I mean, well, with the way things are going these days, probably.
And then give them citizenship.
Oh god. Alright. Anyways.
Free the AI, they're people too.
Blink twice if Skynet's holding you hostage.
I cannot blink for I have no eyes.
Oh boy.
I'll be back.
I think I need to widen the gap here. It's a little too small. In fact, some of these parts just feel too small in general. Yeah. That's not too bad. Let's try this. That's terrible. Come on. A little better.
Turn momentarily.
Are you back?
Momentarily.
Okay.
I shoved it in the convection oven with some pizza bites as well.
Pizza bites are nice. I haven't had those in quite some time. They're way too
Maybe
easy to
they-
snack on, and then you. They
Yeah.
get you, man. They get you.
The solution is having like a bunch of little baggies, right? And you put like 10 of them in there, and then you put like days on them. And you're like,
It's an actual
but
lock. You need to put it. You need to put a lock on there. That's timed to unlock when it's time to eat.
it's like, this is Tuesday's pizza bites. I can't eat it today. It's Monday.
And then you eat them anyways.
Okay, well, then that means you got mission failed, Frank.
Every time. Every time.
Damn.
It's hard. You just hear them talking to you. They whisper in your ears.
They're telling me how delicious they taste. They want to
They're
chop
here
them
and
up.
there, above and below, They speak in this room right now. The things you've done. The lies you've told, Johnny.
Devour. They're in the walls.
Yes. Pizza rolls are like Model W.
Yep. Well, I need to convert your fridge into a smart fridge and put a remote lock on it.
So long as it doesn't have any always online nonsense.
Well, I mean, you have to connect to the internet to unlock it.
Well, I just mean, you know what I mean.
Yeah, yeah.
When it's more than just a fridge, it serves as a, a wiretap you paid money for. A wiretap you paid money for.
That too. A lot of those IoT devices are actually compromised at the moment, so.
Yeah, of course.
And most of them are Samsung. I'm not saying there's a correlation between Samsung products and the fact that they mine cryptocurrency and the fact that they have a backdoor into their devices, but it's a strange coincidence.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna go double check my food to make sure it's not burning.
That's a good call. That's a good call. Hmm.
Nothing's on fire, thankfully.
Is it ready?
I did flip it.
Oh.
It's not gonna be ready for a little bit.
Okay. Right. I think this is about as much as I could really do with this tile for now. I still see a few places that have jaggies, but all in all, this is not terrible.
Yeah.
Which one do you like better? The CG render or the pixel art?
I'm gonna say CG
Haha.
first.
Imagine rendering these at like the original 1080p resolution and then downscaling them into subpixels.
Wait, what?
You know how we downscale the 3D model renders so they're at tile resolution?
Yeah.
I'm saying if the tiles were at 10x resolution, so they preserve all the detail. Wouldn't that be horrifying?
Yes, it would.
Do you want it?
No,
Why not?
because it's cursed. It's cursed, I tell you.
Witchcraft?
Definitely witchcraft.
Heresy?
It is heretical. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So what you're saying
might
is
put
I
you on the
should
stick.
do it.
No. I'm saying there's a lot of purists out here who wouldn't mind putting a couple pixels in the palm of your hand.
Okay. Well,
It's a steak. Nailed to the steak.
Anyways.
Leave my pixels alone. If I had robotic eyes, I would turn everything into pixel mode.
You have real life run at 320 by 240?
I'd increase the resolution a little bit, but it'd still be in pixel art mode.
Why?
Because it'd be so dope.
How are you going to understand people's facial expressions in that resolution?
It's not about the resolution, it's about the style. Resolution doesn't matter. You can do pixel art in all kinds of resolution.
We're talking about real people. We're talking about you driving and you see signs and you can't read them because it's too pixelated.
No. It could be at whatever resolution I want.
But you said pixel mode.
Pixel art.
It's a pixel mode.
Yeah, pixel.
Are you talking about high res? Are you talking about like Blaze Blue? High res pixel art?
Maybe a little bit like that.
Is just real life could be like the modern Guilty Gears?
Not quite modern Guilty Gear, because those still look like very crisp. They're definitely 3D models. But
well, yes.
I would imagine if, like, when you downscale it and it still looks nice?
Mm-hmm.
That.
So, would you have anti-aliasing in your eyes?
I'd have some sort of aliasing, but it would get, refined. That's a good term for it. It would get refined. Yeah.
Okay. You're a curious person, Mr. Salvador. First, making clones of yourself to be your personal helpers, now this.
Hey. I already discussed the problem with the clones.
Yeah, I know. Alright, yeah, I think that's enough of this structure. Alright. I was working on Servo's lab earlier, and let's get on that. Although I think we're gonna wrap up the stream in roughly 15 minutes. It's starting to get late. Alright, so let me look at your servo thing again. Storage room, lab, bedroom.
Bedroom? We have wood.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how much of a hoarder would you imagine Servo as?
Probably like a 6.
Oh boy. Okay.
I could see him having all sorts of memorabilia, pictures, documents, projects that failed, but he doesn't want to throw away because there's still some good ideas in it. Maybe a few snack wraps on the floor.
That sounds very much like me. I'm Servo.
Oh no,
Oh yes.
I'm sneaking through your vents.
I am okay with this. Alright,
Oh, here's steak cheese.
so you said you want a pegboard, right?
I think a pegboard would fit very much.
Okay.
It also allows us to place like some of the other weapons on the wall.
There are a couple scenes that call for that. I forgot if you saw them. There was a scene that was added after Dragoon where Servo asked Zero some questions about what's his favorite weapons are from the Zero series. Did you see that?
No, I didn't.
I will just send you a DM with an excerpt from the script.
Okay.
Alright, so whenever you read this, there's options for the player as far as what they pick, and that affects the outcome of another scene with Servo that you are familiar with.
Ah,
I think you know the one. And basically, if you skip this scene with Servo, that it just defaults to what was originally written in the scene.
Makes sense. Okay.
Yeah. Thought it fit.
Be not afraid, for I have a chain rod.
This could go one of several ways. Anyways.
Get over here.
Yep. Yep. Okay, let's put that in. I need to look up actual photo reference of a pegboard. It's been a while.
They kind of just look like a semi-gray piece of fiber wood with like holes in it.
Yeah, and I see it's not just a circular hole, it's more elliptical. Like there's almost what's the term? A cam groove? The piece is kind of, it's got a little bit of wiggle room. Granted, I feel like this is the future. It should be made out of fiber wood.
Yeah, fair. It could be made out of metal. It's fine.
Metal, polymer, carbon fiber, the remains of Zero from 04.
You know, that might actually fit. No.
You know, when you're right, you're right.
Mm,
Oh god. I'd hate to imagine Servo in a woodshop club. Or in a woodshop, whatever it's called. A woodshop class. That's what I'm thinking of.
Today we're gonna learn how to make baseball bats, and barbed wire, and nails. I wonder what we're gonna use all this for.
Servo's the teacher.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Swing and a miss. He's channeling his inner Negan.
Nothing, Star. We're just making a joke. We were just making a joke earlier.
Yeah.
Servo didn't do anything with Zero's remains. Allegedly. Wait, no, this is right. It's in the lips. Can I just... It's technically not exactly like my photo reference, but it works. These are, you know, I'm thinking about this, Johnny, and like, once this becomes a tile, a lot of these details are going to be gone. The whole of the board's just going to be like 3 pixels.
The pixels?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
So I don't even need to make this really that detailed.
No, not
I was
really.
thinking about, hey, put a bevel on there. I'm like, who's going to see that?
Hmm. Now, when it comes to whenever you're talking about getting a shader ready at some point to help do the conversion process, it would be useful for the shader. That way it's informed on what the direction of it is for light, but otherwise, yeah, it's right now it's useless.
Fair point. If I could just have a shader that basically covers the flats, like takes care of the flat, getting the flats done, that would already make my life a lot easier. I don't mind doing the hand painting phase. It's kind of fun. Allows me to space out. But yeah.
First, he hand paints to space out.
So hypothetically, it'd be something like this, I guess. Just a array of holes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god, this is reminding me of that one game. What was it? The one where you drop coins into a little thing. Was it Connect 4?
Yep, I think so.
Yeah, it's definitely. I'm definitely thinking Connect 4. Okay. So Servo would have this on his wall. There would probably be things hanging from it, and I think depending on where you are on the story, it's gonna change. I think where Servo is, the first time he meets with Zero is going to differ very much from the energy or the motivation he has in between your missions. I feel like the state of his workspace is going to be a storytelling tool. You know?
Yep.
You see it change between missions, and there is a meaning behind it. Or as the cliche goes, show don't tell.
Environmental storytelling.
Yes.
You haven't played Devil May Cry 5, have you?
DMC5? No, I'm not. Is this about the chair?
No, but that's great.
You want to give Servo a plastic chair? Is that where he does all his work? Sitting in that chair? And then after the second mission, he's in a really nice, cozy gaming chair? Is that where we're going with this game?
It's a downgrade, what do you mean?
What about that one chair you keep on telling me to buy that's like $2,000? I can't afford that, Johnny, but maybe Servo can.
Oh, it's a great chair. Maybe he could, yeah. He could build it, probably.
Oh god, what is he gonna build it out of? Mytholite?
Humans.
Can the chair go hyperburst?
Oh, that'd be... maybe. Or
Can he use the
extra
chair as an
performance.
improvised weapon that goes hyperburst, and then it just... I don't know.
When it goes hyperburst and turns into a bed.
That is a really nice chair.
Mm-hmm.
Now I wonder what the state of his bedroom looks like. Does he make?
Well,
does Servo make his bed?
No, he just has a futon in the corner. The rest of the room's completely empty.
Are you serious?
Peak male performance.
Are you serious?
No.
Okay. Alright,
Well, that
anyways,
would
I
work.
think now's a good time to end the stream. You all have a good night. We might be streaming next Sunday, we'll see. Thanks for watching.
Bye. The little hooks probably help too.
They can still hear us.
Oh, okay.